morning, church. Just like to say thanks for asking me to do devotions with you this morning. I'm just going to share with you one of my favourite verses, Zephaniah 3 verse 17. I'm going to hold it up here, just pretend it's a bit like a PowerPoint, even though it's not. The Lord your God is with you in your midst. He is the mighty one who will save. He will rejoice over you with gladness. He will quiet you with his love. He will rejoice over you with singing. Do you ever doubt God's love for you? Do you ever feel you're not worthy of his love? Do you ever feel God is distant? Well, this is the verse for you. Write it out, memorize it, and let the truth of it soak over you. This is a verse that is also known as the John 3:16 of the Old Testament. And it is my absolute favourite verse because it shows God's deep and abiding love for us. And there are so many things that you can take from this verse. The first one is that God is with you. How reassuring is it to know that God is with you in all details of life? His promise to us is that he will never leave us or forsake us. Through the good and the bad, he is with you. He walks with us through life. Secondly, he is mighty to save. You may face many battles over your life, but the battle belongs to the Lord if you allow it. He is not only with you, he is fighting your battles for you. He is our mighty warrior, another version says. Psalm 34 says, he will save those who are crushed in spirit. He saves us to be free from sin and to be with him for eternity. Next thing, he rejoices over us with gladness. We make him happy. This verse paints an amazing picture of God's love for us. Another version says he delights in us. Not only is he with us, not only will he save us, but he delights in us. Through all our stuff-ups, our mistake, his heart continues to delight over us. That's just amazing. The next thing is he will quiet you with his love. He brings peace and reassurance with his love, even in the midst of our crazy life. Only he can offer us that inner peace and calmness that so often we strive for in our own strength. For those of you who've had babies, remember the times of trying to settle them in your arms, quietly shushing them until they just fully relax and surrender. God's love has that same ability to quiet your spirit, your fears and your anxieties. Lastly, the verse says that God rejoices over us with singing. Just the thought of the God of the universe rejoicing over me with singing makes me feel so special. At a women's camp a few years ago, I really felt God prompt me to sing over someone directly. That was such an intimate experience, both for me and for her. The Hebrew word for rejoicing means spinning around with great gladness. In other words, dancing. Isn't that amazing to know that the Lord is singing and dancing over you? So not only is God with you, but he also saves you. He delights and rejoices over you. He calms you, and now he's celebrating you by singing and dancing over you with joy. This is the same God who commanded the stars to appear in the night sky. He's singing over you. Church, this is God's absolute promise to you, whether you feel it or not. He's with you. He will save you. He rejoices over you. He will calm you and give you peace. And lastly, he delights in you because he created you to be in relationship with him. Thanks for letting me lead you in devotions this morning. And now Liam and I would like to sing a song over you, which is called The Blessing. Have a great day, everyone. Bye.
Lord bless you and keep you, make his face shine upon you and be gracious to you. Lord turn his face toward you and give you peace. Lord bless you and keep you, upon you and 1,000 generations, and your family, and your children, and their children, and their children. May His favor be upon you and 1,000 generations, and your family, and your children, and their children, and their children. May His favor be upon you and 1,000 generations, and your family, and your children, and their children, and their children. May His favor be upon you and 1,000 generations, and your family, and your children, and their children, and their children. May His favor be upon you and 1,000 generations, and your family, and their children, and their children, and their children. May His favor be upon you and 1,000 generations, and your family, and your children, and their children, their children. Oh, we sing out loud, we lift your name. Oh, we sing, amen, 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 amen. Lord bless you and keep you, make His face shine